let's talk about the teams that don't matter. Sorry, my apologies to these teams, but you're not going to be in the playoff picture. You don't even get names. Most notable part of this part of the pyramid of the tiers, the Raiders fall from grace. They're a disaster. And look at the Dolphins. Third longest winning streak in the NFL. And if you squint hard enough, you could see a path to them getting to 7-7, but still, none of those are playoff teams. All right, let's go to barely alive. These teams are still alive, but barely. Panthers was a brutal loss. Eagles playing better, but they dug themselves such a big hole. Hey, maybe Jameis was the MVP? 3 losses in a row for the Saints post Jameis. Okay, no problem, Broussard. I got your back, buddy. All right, give me the next level of the tiers, please, if you would. This is the AFC logjam. 1, maybe 2 of these teams will make the playoffs. That's at most. They have all 6 wins except for the Steelers, who have 5.5 wins. But right now, you got 3 AFC North teams that are going to be beating each other up. We just saw Chargers, Steelers. You're going to see at least one of these teams in the playoffs, but not for a very long time. All right, next group, please. Finally, frisky. Teams that had buzz before the season and are finally showing it. The Colts coming off a dominating win over the Bills. And the Colts, you're like, wait, are they 2 overtime losses away from an 8-game winning streak? They are. That Titans overtime loss has to still keep Frank Reich up at night. If not for that, they wouldn't be down in the tiebreaker to maybe the single biggest game as far as standings in the whole season. Niners and Vikings play each other this week. Vikings obviously coming off a great win against Green Bay. The Niners a couple weeks ago had a great win against the Rams. It's a huge game, Vikings and Niners. All right, give me the next group, please. Bronze medalists. You might say, what does this mean, bronze medalists? Well, this is one of these teams is going to get the pleasure and the honor of losing to the Chiefs in the AFC Championship game, which after the Chiefs win the Super Bowl will, of course, make them the league's bronze medalists. Now, the Titans, they lost to the Chiefs in the AFC Championship game 2 years ago. The Bills lost to the Chiefs in the AFC Championship game last year. The Patriots had lost to the Chiefs in the AFC Championship game 3 years ago until Brady pressed the D Ford offsides flag button to save his season. So one would think the Ravens, their next man up, we'll see one of these teams will get that honor. All right, give me the next group. A+ A game. Cowboys, Rams, Bucks. All of these teams have lost 2 of their last 3. But all of these teams we have seen, when they're at their best, look utterly dominant. Oddly enough, the team of these 3 that at its best has looked the least dominant, if you would, is Tampa Bay. But because they're the defending champs and they seem to be getting healthier, we're going to include them on this list. And the defense looked much better the last time we saw them out. All right, number 1 contenders. 2 most consistent teams in the league all year. They have shown they can win with injuries. Remember when the Packers didn't have their receivers? Remember when the Cardinals, remember, just happened this week, didn't have Kyler, doesn't matter. They won a game against Seattle with Colt McCoy. They're the number 1 contenders. So who does that leave? Oh, you know what the committee says to the curse of the tiers? I spit in the face of the curse of the tiers. Oh, Nick, it's so outrageous. You know what's outrageous? I'll tell you what's outrageous. Hey, and all you muttering in the background, let me explain it to America before the peanut gallery pipes in. You know what's outrageous? And I don't like to S-talk the committee, but I made a passionate case 2 weeks ago that the Chiefs should have reclaimed their spot as the favorites after the throw heard around the world, Mahomes 3rd and 10 to beat the Packers. I was smacked down by other committee members. They said, Nick, we're going to lose all credibility as the committee, put a 5-4 team at the top of the tiers. I said, okay, instead, you're going to put teams at the top of the tiers that are going to lose, unlike the Chiefs, who might not lose again until 2023. We shall see. So, the answer is the Chiefs are the favorites. You know it, I know it, everyone knows it. Broussard, we're back. Oh, yeah, we're back like we never left, my friend.
We're back.
There it is.
Sorry.
The best edition, the best rendition of the tiers yet. What do you say, Chris Broussard?
All right, Nick. Look, I got to give you credit. This is some of your best work. First of all, I love you giving love to Jameis. All right? It took you 11 weeks to realize how well he was playing, but I like that. All right. Secondly, for the most part, man, the tiers are legit. I like the titles. The groupings fit, like, Dallas, Tampa Bay, The Ram, I like it. The groupings are solid. But I told you about this on Monday. Your emotions have gotten in the way, my friend. You are too overzealous about the Chiefs. I'm excited, too, that they finally righted things, that they're winning games, and that they look like they're on the uptick. I'm excited. But you've gone too far. And see, here's the thing. And you keep talking about the praise you gave to that third down pass is the reason they turned things around. Nick, you like soft love, okay? And that's your emotion, all right? Oh. And you like to pat the Chiefs on the back, smack them on the butt, give them a bunch of attaboys. But really what turned them around was tough love. Tough love from me, all right? The Bud list, Pat Mahomes, every week, you're on it, all right? I'm criticizing the Chiefs every week in the tiers, and they wake up finally. They wake up and get their swagger back. All right. But this little soft love, attaboy stuff is not going to work. And the fact is, Nick, they do not yet deserve to be number one. I'm sorry. They're legit. They might be the best. They look like the best team in the AFC. Nobody else wants it. But you can't put them atop the league yet because the Arizona Cardinals deserve that respect. The Arizona Cardinals, Nick, the resume is better. It just simply is. All right, they got the best record in the league. They got the best wins in the league. They blew out Tennessee. They blew out the Rams. They blew out the Browns. They've beaten San Francisco twice, once by double digits. They're 2-1 without their superstar quarterback and superstar wide receiver, who will be back maybe this week. 2-1 with Colt McCoy. They got a top 5 defense and a top 5 offense. Nick, you cannot keep disrespecting them. And finally, Wiles, before you go, let me say this. You like to pump out your chest. Oh, I'm so brave. I spit in the face of the curse of the tears. You ain't fooling nobody. Maybe America doesn't know. Let me hip America to this. Here's why Nick had the courage to put Kansas City as wrong as it is, atop the tiers. Because the Chiefs have a bye week. The Chiefs don't play this weekend, so they can't lose. They can't fall victim to the curse. He knew what he was doing. And I cried foul, Nick. I cried foul.
Okay, well, that was just
Broussard,
I'm done. I'm done. I'm done.
I appreciate the energy and emotion. However, you, my friend, have also been tricked by the Kansas City Chiefs. And I know you have a soft spot in your heart because you have them going to the Super Bowl. But when you say things like, they look like the best team in the AFC East, nobody else wants it, what proof is there that that is true? I'm going to say zero. I'm going to say zero proof. They've won games. They've won a few consecutive games. Don't get me wrong. But this is very apropos for where we are in the season right now. I'm talking about the calendar season. Because a lot of people, it's Thanksgiving tomorrow, a lot of people going back to their hometown. And they bring in loved ones, significant others, boyfriends, girlfriends. So, you got to come back to this wonderful spot in my hometown. I have so many memories here. They've got the best food. Oh, you'll love it. And you end up taking them to a Subway restaurant. And say, this is your memory? Like, yes, I have great memories here. Isn't it great? I have so many great memories. Yes. But what it is and what your memories are two different things. So here are my things about the Chiefs. If the Chiefs are back, the Chiefs have a plus 31 point differential. In the AFC, that is less than the Bills, Patriots, Bengals, Titans, and Colts. The Chiefs have an explosive offense. Patrick Mahomes is back. They have scored over 20 points once in the last 5 weeks. But they're still dangerous. No, they're not. Once teams go into half, the Chiefs come out and do nothing. Nothing. Against the Cowboys, they had 10 possessions. They put up 3 points. The Packers, they put up 0 points against Jordan Love. Giants, they put up 6 points. So all this talk that the Chiefs are back, they got their swagger back, it's not. Everyone's living off the Chiefs' memories and not what we're actually seeing on the field. I like the Chiefs, but it's all based on memories of last year. All of it.
Okay, you know, the number one offense in football through the first 5 weeks of the year and now the best defense in the league the last few weeks of the year. But that's neither here nor there. I've got a question for Wilds and then one final comment. So Wilds once again did this dance without actually asking anyone to dance. So I'm going to do again what I did at the end of yesterday's show, because you have had 22 hours and 30 minutes to prepare. So if the Chiefs aren't the AFC favorites, who is?
Oh, that's behind a paywall. I'm not going to give you that. That's behind my paywall. You got to go on to
Kevin. He won't do it because he knows
Wildman.
He won't do it.
That's behind the paywall.
By the way,
I'm not giving
Jenna,
that for free.
I did not even include the fact that obviously the Chiefs deserve to be at the top of forget the AFC, the entire NFL tiers, because they have done something. We're not even to Thanksgiving, and they have already clinched a division. And you might say, Nick, what do you mean? They're a game up on the Chargers. No, they've clinched the NFC East, my friends. 4-0 against the NFC East. Undefeated. They're going to win 2 divisions this year. How about that? Win the NFC East and the AFC West. Any team ever done that? Nope. Look it up, America. So there it is. There's Wilds making these janky arguments. They don't score in the second half because they don't need to. They don't need to. That whole time of not scoring in the second half, how many times have they lost? 0. Wilds likes quarterback wins, but evidently doesn't like team wins, which is the actual stat. So I'll take your Chiefs commentary once you have a team you actually think's better than them, Jenna.
Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get the latest from the show. Also, be sure to check out more of the best clips from First Things First, or go watch a few segments from our other shows on FS1.